And welcome back to our BNI San Diego podcast. Today's episode is This is My BNI Story episode. I love these, where we get real BNI members sharing their story, telling their story, their experience, their walkthrough, everything about your element of being in BNI. And we've got Jenn Edwards, one of my favorites, or the favorite Jenn Edwards that I know, right?
Yeah.
Thank you for joining me today.
Thanks for having me, Ed. I love it.
So I love the fact that you and I and your amazing husband, my twin, were on a couple weeks ago. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you both for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
And now we get you back.
Yeah.
Because I get to hear your BNI story.
I am sold out for BNI.
Was it like 40 years ago when BNI started? Sometimes it seems like that, right?
Yeah, I started when I was 5.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah, no, and thanks for having me, because I just adore you. I honor you, and I'm honored to be a part of BNI San Diego. It's just
we love having you on the team.
Thank you.
As a member on the team, Jenn is also on our director team. Jenn is one of our amazing area directors. So you'll see her around periodically. But today, it's not about that. It's about your BNI story.
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
Yeah. I mean, I had never heard of BNI prior to, I think I'm coming up on my 9-year anniversary.
Okay.
I had never heard of BNI. I didn't know anything about it. But when Mike and I moved here from Long Beach, we kind of had to start our business over from scratch. And I would try to reach out to other professionals and other photographers. I would call people, hey, can I take you to coffee, and all the things. And nobody called me back. And so I think for us, like, I was trying to build rapport and relationship with other professionals, just because, I don't know, that to me, that was just normal.
Yeah, that's how you do things.
But I didn't know there was this whole world of networking out there. To me, that was just normal. That's what.
So you really hadn't, up until 9 years ago, even the element of networking?
No.
Oh, wow.
No. And we were new business owners, though, too.
Okay.
I mean, I spent, 30 plus years. Yes, I started when I was 5, building someone else's business. Yes. I worked in the insurance and retail fraud industry for years. And so coming out of that, so I was really good at building someone else's business. I worked for Fortune 500 companies. So, I know what a P&L is. I know what it's like to think about the bottom line and know what causes loss and what doesn't, and what works and what doesn't. So I didn't know anything about networking. I didn't know it was a thing. So I was just trying to do that on my own.
Yep.
I was trying to meet people. I'd go up to someone who I saw had a camera, and I'd be like, hey, hey, hi, my name's Jenn, boop. And it wasn't working. And I'm so grateful. Someone invited me to BNI, Dr. Brent.
Yeah.
Who is just
Dr. Brent Kime, one of my favorites.
An incredible human. I call him the wizard. I think others do too. He invited me to BNI. And I came for the first time. And the only thing I remember 2 things from that meeting. I remember hearing, we're not hunters, we're farmers. Mm-hmm. And I was in right then and there. I was like, I love that mentality. Because that tells me that we're all in it together, and we're all helping each other. And then one of the members said to me, you know what? I would love to have you join, because I think I may already have a referral for you.
Oh, wow.
But then she also said, so after you join, let's talk. And there was a little bit of like FOMO right there. I was like, oh, okay, this is serious.
That's pretty good.
This is a serious thing. Like, she doesn't take this whole building relationship thing lightly. And I'm glad that taught me something that serves me well now. And so at that time, Mike and I were new to San Diego. I had left my career. And so we were living on one salary. And, while the investment in BNI is very reasonable, ridiculously reasonable, we just didn't have it at the time.
Absolutely, yeah.
We were new to this city. We were just trying to put food on the table. Yeah. But I came home and I told Mike, okay, we've got to do this. We've got to figure it out. So after all kinds of, saving and scrimping, not stealing, of course, we saved up all the money to invest in BNI in 6 months. It took us 6 months, but we did it, and boom, we joined. And 9 years later,
as they say, the rest is history.
The rest is history, and it built a foundation for our business that it's undeniable.
So 9 years, how have you evolved? How has your business evolved?
Yeah.
I know that you've done some, turning and pivoting and adapting and growing and enhancing and all of it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. There's just so much value to BNI. I mean, building relationships I love it. And by the way, I'm the one that shows up every week to our BNI meeting because Mike is not ready to talk.
Mike's a behind the scenes kind of guy. Yeah.
He's just, he doesn't have a lot of words at that time.
We got to work on a lunchtime evening chapter.
Right. But, I'm personable. I'm really outgoing. I love chatting with people. The more people I'm around, the more energy I have. But I think that we evolve. Okay. So I have a funny story. I have a really funny story. I used to carry around the notebook, those notebooks that you get, the composition books.
Yep.
I used to carry that around, and every page would have our client's name on it. And I would make my own little squares and write all the things that I had to do for that client. And then I would check it off and move on to the next page and all of that stuff. Right. And I had a whole system for this book.
You are very systematized.
I'm a very admin person. And I remember I was sitting in a BNI meeting one time, and I had my notebook, and the gentleman next to me, I'll never forget this. He was the financial planner at the time in the group. And he said, what is that? And I mean, cause it looks totally chaotic, but for me, it was organized.
Normal. Yeah.
And I said,
organized chaos.
Yeah. I was like, this is how I keep track of everything that I'm doing and all of our clients. And he's like, oh my goodness, Jenn, you need a laptop. And I was like, what? I do? A laptop? Oh, okay. Business owners have laptops. Okay. I'm on it. I got to save for that too.
No way.
And just being around other professionals and gleaning things. I remember I would call someone and go, you know what? I could see that you do really good at this in your business. Can we have a one-to-one? Can I buy you coffee? Can I buy you lunch? Because I want to learn that part. I mean, we're just trying to figure things out.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, there's things like that. I mean, just the education and meeting people and realizing there's other professionals out there that are like-minded, that have the same mindsets around growing businesses, around, building relationships and how they want to treat their clients and all of those things. And so, a lot of those things came out of it.
So I think what I really enjoy within BNI, within your BNI chapter, and you just said, you're learning from the people right next to you.
Yes.
Right. You're in a room full of people that some have been doing business longer than you have. Some have been doing business less than you have.
Yeah.
And you have those that have been doing, and everyone comes from a different perspective. And you get to learn from all of those.
Absolutely. Yeah. And by the way, I did end up getting an iPad. So it made that financial planner very happy.
And I've seen your desk and the computers and the monitor and all the things that you've got. You've evolved for sure. Right?
But yeah, and I remember too, I was so excited about joining BNI. And I think too, because I am a systems person and admin person, for me personally, I love the structure of BNI. Like I'm not the one to go to happy hour and pass out business cards while, someone spills their beer on my shoes, which has happened, by the way, at a happy hour. That was not BNI. So that's not really me, even though I have like an outgoing personality. I love the system of BNI, because I really do think I've always believed, especially working in my other careers, a system is only as good as the user.
Oof. There's a mic drop.
Yeah. So the BNI system and culture is actually flawless, but it's how you utilize it. Like, are you doing the power of one? Are you having one-to-ones? Are you doing CEUs? Since the very beginning, I have been listening to the official BNI podcast with Dr. Ivan Meisner. And I can tell you exactly what the intro and the outro is, which is why I fast forward through those, because I've heard them so many times. Hello, Dr. Ivan Meisner. How are you and where are you?
Like, you got it down.
I've got it down. But I remember it would be our chapter met on Thursday.
Yep.
And it would be like Tuesday. And I'm like, I'm freaking out. Oh my gosh, I have to have a referral or a testimonial. And I actually think that's what helped me succeed in BNI, because there was something in me that refused to show up to a meeting without a referral or a testimonial.
Without something.
And even at that time, because again, there's no shame in this, we were building our business all over from scratch. And I was so grateful. We had a couple of people in our chapter with lower price point products. And so if I did not have a referral or a testimonial for someone in the chapter, I would do a referral for myself.
Yep.
So, which is how whether it was flowers or an essential oil, or, hey, you know what? Maybe I could get a quote for my car insurance, or whatever it was. I was going to, no matter what, show up with a referral. You were going
to add value to the room every week.
Yep. Yes.
And what has that done for you? You know, in a couple of weeks ago when Mike was here with us, we talked about the element of your brand.
Yes.
What has that done for your brand in BNI?
It's one of the key things that adds value to our business being in BNI. And that is, it translates into adding value to our clients and the people in our life. Because it's not just our clients. Everyone who knows Mike and Jen knows that if you need someone in your life, it doesn't matter if it's a plumber or a massage therapist, we know the best professionals. So they call us.
You're the go-to people.
We're the go-to.
Yep.
And if I can say, if you love Mike and I, you're going to love this person.
I love when I hear you say that. What a great way to transfer your brand onto somebody else. That referral partner that you're going to refer to them. That's incredible. Yeah.
And if I may say respectfully and politely, don't get it twisted. You may be in BNI, but if I can't say, if you love Mike and I, and you're going to love this person, that just means there's a reason you're not referable.
Ooh.
I know that's a little controversial.
It is and it isn't, right? Because that means and I like to say, whenever there's a challenge, what's the opportunity?
Right. Exactly.
You know, what's the opportunity for that person? Mm-hmm. What can they learn from that? And if that person was me with my mindset, I want to know what that is so that I can make that change.
Absolutely. Yeah. And as BNIers, that's what I call us, BNIers, as amazing BNIers, if, look, we're all in different places in our business, and I get that. I mean, I still have lots of room to grow as a business owner, a wife, like all the things. Like so I respect that. It's actually not personal to me. If there's someone in BNI in a profession that can't return my calls or my text messages, or, can't do those things, that's okay. That's just not where they're at right now in their business. And they're still learning if they're right. And so that's okay. I actually have the privilege. You mentioned that I'm also a director with the BNI team, which is just such an incredible honor for me to do. I have the privilege of knowing a lot of BNIers across the county. So when I say things like, test me, ask me if I have somebody. I guarantee you I'm going to have somebody. Like the chances of me not knowing someone is very slim. I love that because whether they're represented in my chapter or another chapter, and quite honestly, I'll go as far as saying another state, another country. If I'm on vacation in Tennessee and I want to get a massage, I'm not going to Yelp. I'm not going to Google. I'm going to BNI. Now, will I just automatically, randomly pick a massage therapist in BNI? No. I mean, because we build relationship and we build rapport, and maybe a massage therapist isn't that good of an example because it's like, it's a massage. I mean, but we were in Arizona one time visiting friends and staying at their house, and something happened with their plumbing in one of their restrooms. And I said, "Oh, I can help you." I love that. I went on to BNI. I found a couple of chapters with a plumber, and I called the 2 people in their chapter that would be close referral partners to them.
Okay.
I introduced myself and I said, "Can you give me a 15-second testimonial for your plumber?"
Ooh. So you didn't go directly to the plumber. Nope. You went to the people that would refer to them. That I didn't even think about. That's a great idea.
And then when they gave me a great testimonial for that person, because that's what they're doing every week anyway,
very much so.
Right?
Yeah.
Then I called the plumber and said, "Hey," I introduced myself and said, "I have a referral for you. We have some friends in Arizona, blah, 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 blah." And he was there in like less than 24 hours.
That's awesome.
And so I was able to give a referral in,
So your business has taken some turns, and you guys have evolved, and you took a little time away from a BNI chapter to potentially start a chapter.
Yes.
Let's go into that for a minute.
Yes. So because I think in great part of BNI, we were able to sell our other business, which was photography and production, and launch our new business, which is real estate professionals. Mike and I, we work together. We're husband and wife team, and we are real estate professionals. But during that transition, we decided to try to launch a new chapter. So
how was that?
It was great. It was a great experience. I don't know that it was actually, by choice, but more so by design. Because
when if you're in your chapter as the photographer and you're going to change businesses to be a realtor, there's already a realtor in your chapter. Correct. Yes. So you need to do something different.
Correct.
Right? Yeah.
So by design, I thought, you know what? I can do this. Like I'm a networker. I can gather people together and get people. And I believe I put my best foot forward. It was a great experience. It ultimately, spoiler alert, I didn't end up launching my own chapter, but I was able to see how BNI does things. I was able to experience the process of it. I met some great new people, some new professionals. We gave it a go. We gave it our best shot, and we just decided, and you know what, actually this might be a word for someone, a nugget for someone. If what you're doing in your business isn't working, don't be afraid to let it go and try something new.
Whoa. If you get anything out of today,
yep,
that's it.
Yeah, you have to be willing. There's a syndrome. I can't think of what it's called. I always forget the name of it. But there's a term out there for, well, I've put so much time into this, I can't let it go. I mean, it could be a relationship, it could be a business, it could be a process in your business. But you know what? I feel like I gave it a really good college try and realized, okay, this actually isn't working, and it's no longer a good use of my time for our business and in that season for our business.
And it doesn't mean that you failed, because a lot of times people will hold on because they don't want to fail. Right. Doesn't mean that you failed. It means that one door closed.
Right.
What's the door that's going to be open for you?
Yeah. And here's the thing, I actually love that you said that, because I'll go as far as saying it's not about failure. Like if if you're worried about failure, there's probably an insecurity cookie monster in there you need to deal with. I'm secure enough to know that, hey, yeah, we had an idea. It didn't work. Let's move on and figure something else out. And I actually think those are the things that make you better in your business. Because that made me, I think it made me want it more. I think it made me appreciate BNI more. Not that I didn't already, because I'm drinking the BNI Kool-Aid. Let's just face it.
Coming into a chapter that's already evolved and growing, you got to experience it, what it's like to get to, before you get there, you've got to start here. And it really, like you said, it makes you appreciate, because there's a lot of hard work that goes into starting a chapter. Yes. And we put a lot into it. It didn't work out. We decided, okay, this isn't really taking off. So we laid that down, and I just decided, you know what? I'm going to wait for the right opportunity, because I know that we're going to do our part and the rest is just going to follow. It's kind of like the giver's gain thing. Yep. If you really have the right giver's gain mentality in BNI and you focus on that, it's just going to come back. It's just that's just the law of giver's gain. It's going to come back. But if you're focused on, oh, I need this and I need referrals and what about me, and nobody's giving me a testimonial and nobody's asking me to do a one-to-one. No, why don't you do that for someone else? It will come back to you. And by the way, this might be another nugget for someone. Yes, we track our success in business, but don't keep track of, well, this person's never given me what you've done for somebody else.
This person's never given me a test. Why would I give it? No, because the way I think the beautiful synergy of BNI is that I may be doing a lot of business with you, or I may just be, you may be someone that I refer a lot to, but you may not necessarily be someone who but you know what? You're referring to that person, and that person's referring to that person, and that it just goes around. And it eventually comes back. Yeah, absolutely. It just does. Yeah. So I love that. So anyways, I just decided, you know what, let me focus on what I know I'm supposed to be doing. We focused on building our business, building our brand, just being the best humans that we know how to be. And an opportunity came up in the chapter that I was in representing our other business. And the real estate opening came up in that chapter. Do you remember this? I do remember that. And no disrespect, but I wasn't sure that that's where I wanted to be. Yep. But I felt that, you know what, opportunity. This is an opportunity, and let me put myself out there. And if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, then it's just not for me. Absolutely. And so I applied for that chapter. I don't remember how many other realtor applicants there were. Which we always have a ton of them. It's like double digits, right? Which is totally fine. Again, I was just excited and honored to be a part of the process. Absolutely. And I was not chosen for that chapter. And then I was like, okay, that's okay. Yep. You know, if it's not for me, it's not for me. And then I don't remember how much longer. It wasn't too long. Maybe a couple months or something. If that, yeah. Another chapter had an opportunity, and it's a small but mighty chapter. And I actually think this is the best spot for you, because this is, you get to help co-create something better than what was ever there. Yeah, I love that. Yeah. And so, another opportunity came. I applied. There were, again, other realtors who had applied. And I just, again, left it to, the powers that be. I stepped out. I did my part. I think that's something that it makes life and business so easy for Mike and I, is we just know we're only responsible for doing our part. Yeah. And we can't be so upset if the other end of it doesn't work, or it doesn't look like what we want it to. Well, and what I appreciate about you and watching you from this process, you didn't go in it with I'm gonna try it out. You came in with, I'm gonna give it my all. I'm gonna do one-to-ones. Whether I join the group or not, you brought referrals, you did one-to-ones. Absolutely. Where a lot of realtors, when they see other realtors in the room,
or other, whether it's real estate, property management, dog, whatever it is, when there's other people in your like business coming in to apply for that, a lot of them will look around and go, well, I'm only going to do so much because I don't want to give it my all here if I'm not going to be chosen.
Right.
And your mentality was not that at all.
No. Because that's a scarcity mindset.
Yes.
And here's the thing. What's your heart behind joining BNI? Like, yes, we have our mantras, givers gain, which I love it, but there's a heart behind that. And it's like, hey, I want to help your business grow.
Yep.
I want to see someone else's business grow. I'm like, I want to help your business grow.
Yeah.
My business is going to grow just because I'm doing my thing, but I want to see other people thrive. I want to see other people do really well in their business. So yeah, I came in, I applied. I was already familiar with BNI, obviously, because I had been a part of it. So, but I think too, my personality is just easy for me. Like I'm going to meet everyone. I'm going to do one-to-ones. I'm going to have business for people. I'm already reading, I don't know how many books a year. And
you're all in. You're an all-in person. Yeah.
And I think if you think about BNI correctly as a business owner, it's part of your marketing plan. Mm-hmm. It's not separate from your business. It's part of your business. And if you think about BNI that way, then you will actually do the things. You will do the Power of One, because why would you? Well,
because that's an investment.
Right.
You're not spending your time, you're investing your time.
Yeah. And why would you invest in, I consider the referral partners in my chapter to be my sales team. Why would I invest in my sales team and then not build relationship with them and communicate with them correctly weekly what we are looking for?
Yeah.
Right. So that's kind of how I think about it. Amazing. So grateful. They selected me. I joined the chapter. I love it. And it's been great. I've been there still less than a year.
Maybe
almost a year, maybe coming up on a year in that chapter. And I've been able to just give it my all still. I love doing it. And yeah, it's amazing.
So you're enjoying your time in BNI.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's just an incredible opportunity. I've seen so much value come out of BNI because I've seen people get married. I've seen people meet
multiple
and get married in BNI. Yep. So, I mean, you can Google it and you're going to find people that love it and you're going to find people that hate it.
And you can do that in any genre of business.
You can do that with everything. I mean, you can do that with,
cheesecake.
Exactly. This is true. But here's the thing. BNI helps you grow your business. You build relationship. It helps you add value to your clients. It makes me look good. I mean, all of our people in our life are just,
they know that you're the go-to people.
That we're the go-to. And we're going to connect them with some, an amazing person. And you're giving back to the world, if you will. I mean, do you not want that for yourself? Then why wouldn't you want that for someone else?
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah.
So Jen.
Yeah.
I want you to look in the camera.
Yeah.
And talk to that person, not a member yet. Okay. They're on the fence. Like you said before, it took you 6 months to scrape it together. To talk to that person who's going, should I, shouldn't I? Is it worth it? Ooh, I don't have the money right now. All of those things that where you were, and what's that question? You hear people say, if I could talk to my younger self now, however that goes, talk to that member who's on the fence, who's not sure, what would you tell them?
Yeah, that's a great question. I would say you've got to decide if it's going to be right for your business in this season. Number one. I mean, Mike and I were starting over from scratch, so it just made sense. However, 7 years later, we were able to sell a business And I believe in great part that was due to BNI. And then launch a new business. So you've got to decide, is it right for me, for my business, for my family, for my everything in this season? And then I would also say, when you do decide that it is for you, because I think that it's good for probably 99% of businesses, you're going to want to just invest. You're going to want to just invest in it. It's not just a monetary investment. It's a time investment, but actually be all in and know your why. Why are you in there? And really give yourself to the core values. You know, the core value of giver's gain, the core value of lifelong learning, the core value of positive attitude. You have no idea how far a positive attitude can go, and actually be in it to help other people grow their business, and your business will grow. If you put yourself in it, if you're not going to give it your all, then maybe it's not the season for you, because other people are going to see that you're not giving it your all. And even all these years later, it's still 2 days before my meeting, and I'm like, I need to have a referral and a testimonial. It comes a little bit easier for me now, a lot easier for me now, because it's been all these years later and I've built so much relationships, and it just comes so easy for me. But actually know that there's value in that, and you're going to get so much more out of it than you actually think you're going to get. And BNI goes way beyond our weekly chapter meetings. I mean, it just goes way beyond that. I mean, this is a perfect example. There's education, there's tools, there's online tools. And so I would just encourage you to, give it a try, save the money, invest in yourself, invest in your business, make it a part of your business, and do the things. Come fully prepared. And it doesn't matter if you're online or you're in person. Do the things. Don't get distracted when you're online, because you think you can multitask. But I'm here to tell you, you probably aren't multitasking well as you think you are.
Yeah. So very true.
Yeah.
Jenn, thank you for being with us today.
Thanks for having me.
Oh my gosh. I enjoy all the years that I've gotten to know you, just who you and Mike are. And I say you and Mike because it's both of you together. Yes. What you add to our team, what you add to this organization, and you're very authentic in your true self. And that's what we love about you. I particularly, truly am honored to call you a friend, colleague, and business, all of it.
Thank you.
And it's the coolest thing ever.
Samesies.
Thank you for joining, because we're going to have funsies.
We're going to have funsies.
We're going to have, when we've been having it all along the way. Awesome. Well, thank you for joining me today.
Yeah. Thanks, Ed. Thanks for having me. I love it.
Absolutely. And for our listeners, again, thank you for joining us today for a fun episode, and kind of delving into one of our BNI members and the success that they're having, the experiences. We're gonna bring on more people and share more of their stories, like we did with Jenn today. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to having you back with us next week. Have a great week.
Bye.
This episode of the BNI San Diego podcast has been brought to you by Cruise Productions, a San Diego-based video production company and proud BNI member. You can find us at the intersection where business and creativity meet, or online at cruiseproductionsinc.com.